I just want to hear about your wedding from start to finish. Start from the top.
You want to go?
Well, it was, so we were been looking at the weather and we were hoping, because we have an outdoor ceremony. And so we've been watching the weather for weeks, making sure it wasn't going to rain. The rain stopped at 10 a.m. and it was perfect. It was absolutely a perfect day. Everything went off without a hitch.
Yeah.
Everyone loved our ceremony. I mean, who can beat a 2-minute and 28-second ceremony?
It was probably the shortest ceremony ever.
But it was everything we wanted, and it was I just can't stop saying it was perfect enough. There's so many surprises that, like Kevin was saying, that he wrote the lyrics for our first dance song, and I didn't know. And so when we started the dance,
yeah, everybody was like trying to Shazam it,
They're
like,
trying to
what
find the
song is
song.
this? And obviously they can't find it because it was a custom
and
song.
I was so confused because I'm like, Kevin's this, like, I don't know what song this is, where, and he looks at me and he's tearing up and he goes, just listen to the words.
Yeah.
And as soon as I started listening, and it was how we met. It was where we met.
How we met, like
And
our journey.
It was,
And we're big movie fans, so I
Beautiful.
threw like some lyrics in there, like, you're my favorite movie. I want to see like how our life progresses.
it
And
was,
yeah.
so cue the waterworks for me and everyone involved.
I
And
was gonna say I would have been done right there, and
Was
you need to
it-
upload
And
it to
then
my
our DJ on top of it, he's one of my clients, and he threw in a cold spark machine. So I knew we were doing like Dancing on the Cloud with like a dry ice machine, but then all of a sudden these sparks came up and the crowd just, you should have heard them. They were just going crazy over it. And it was that, I mean, just that is just one event of the day.
I was expecting that to be the biggest surprise. So
Yeah, and we had so many more surprises throughout the wedding, and it was just nobody could keep up. Like, it was from one thing to the other. From our firework display, I mean, we thought it was going to be like an 8-minute display, and the guy shocked us with this amazing firework display that was 15 minutes, and everybody was saying like it was better than all the 4th of July shows that they went to. And it was just, I mean, and then what he did was he even surprised us at the end as well too. So at the very end of our grand finale, he's like, this is for you guys, and he shot up 2 massive like hearts up in the air at the same time as like kind of like a unity.
Oh my god.
And so, and then after the fireworks, we started walking back to our venue, and then a bus came up, and we're all looking like, what is this big green bus
I
doing
thought it was just
in the
like
parking
turning
lot?
around or something.
That's what we thought. I was like, they're turning around, they're doing something weird. And all of a sudden these big football players got out, and they're like, are you guys Packer fans? We're like, of course, we're from Wisconsin, right? And then they ended up coming in, and we have this really awesome globe that all of our guests signed. They signed our globe. They took some photos in the photo booth. They were dancing with our
Joined the dance
guests.
floor. It
Yeah.
was
And there was a guy,
amazing.
Tony Mall. He is absolutely hilarious. He was just ripping up the dance floor. Like, his personality was just, he was amazing. So he definitely stood out. So
That's awesome. And you were saying they were arm wrestling people. I need to know
Yeah.
who won.
we have some videos. We're still trying to gather those, but it was so funny. One of them was arm wrestling, and the guy was just sitting there. He wasn't doing
whole body
anything.
weight against something you can't even budge up.
Yeah. My nephew, they gave him a tour of the bus that they were all came into, and man, they were such good sports, like just talking with everybody, having a good time. I think they were there for probably like 40 minutes or something like that. So they were
Wow.
there for quite some time.
Those-
So
I mean, people ask for this. I'm sure you've seen the comments. They're like, come crash my wedding. Some people even invite them to their wedding, but you guys were just surprised.
We
Yeah.
just happened to be in the correct wedding at the correct time.
yeah. And like I said, that's the crazy part. It just seemed like everything was so perfect that night. And it was, I mean, the fact that they showed up and made our day even more special than it already was. It is going to be a wedding that I think our whole family will always talk to. Like, we had relatives come up and they said, in my 81 years, this is by far the craziest wedding that we have ever been to. So
I just want to say that I thank goodness that you're not Vikings fans.
yeah, no, never. We live in Minnesota and we grew up in Wisconsin. We just recently moved back to Rochester, and every day we go back, we're like, we wish we need to go back to Wisconsin. So one day
Where our hearts
we
rely.
will go back because everything is better in Wisconsin. So
Uh-oh. We might
we're
cause
gonna
some
start
fights.
fighting now,
But yeah, I'm a huge Packer fan, and I just moved back home. We were in Florida for 8 years, and I grew up in Minnesota, but I live in Somerset now, so just over the border.
Okay.
So when my husband sent me the post from Green Bay, I was like, I'm doing this. So
Yeah,
Yeah, is it safe to say you guys are like still on a major high after Friday?
We
It's-
are on cloud nine. Like we're just like, when do we stop smiling? Like our cheeks are sore from just nonstop smiling from just how just perfect this weekend has been.
we just keep making a joke. We're like, yeah, we're Instagram influencers
We're
now.
just-
No big deal. 21,000 likes. And it's
Oh,
just,
whoa.
yeah, Instagram, I think it might be up to like 23,000 now on their Instagram posts that they have. And it's just, it's so funny. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah, we
'Cause they're
definitely are
just-
still on cloud
We were
nine.
just after the fireworks, it was already like, this is the most perfect day. Like everyone's telling us, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe all this happened. And then to just keep going, like it's just wild.
Yeah, so amazing. Any words for the Packers who showed up and pulled this off for you guys?
Just
We just want to say thank you,
thank
honestly.
you so much.
Like that is the really, I mean, you can't put words. You really can't put words when it's, I mean, the fact that they took their time out of their day and they were so nice to everybody and just
That was
genuine,
yeah.
I think is the best way to describe it. Like
Genuine would be
it
the
would,
word.
yeah, I mean, thank you. That's really all we can say. So
Awesome.
to everybody, I mean, this Mark, the CEO, everybody, thank you. So
Anything else you guys want to add?
I just it was, and honestly, and it still seems like a blur, but just everyone involved made it
yeah,
a perfect day. And well, I mean, it's the best
we're
day of our
excited to see the
lives.
photos. Honestly, we
And we're so
cannot wait
excited.
for a photographer to send us the photos from it and just reminisce over it. So
Mhm. Only go up
sure.
from here, I guess.
yeah.